Right, sales of comfy shoes like Crocs and Birkenstocks are on the rise, with people shunning their heels for house shoes. They don't say house shoes in lockdown. But when it comes to hanging out at home, are we a shoes or a shoes off person? Now, Stacey, I have to tell you, oh, Stacey, she's always so organised. She's actually got a basket, haven't you, by your door of extra slippers.
No, just in case someone comes in, and you know the slippers you get from a hotel?
Yeah.
Don't you take them home and collect them all for, like, in case you have guests? I mean, I haven't had guests in a year, obviously, like everyone else. I also haven't been to a hotel in quite some time. But back in the days when we could, I used to love bringing the slippers home and thinking, oh, if anyone comes around, they can just put some little fresh slippers on.
Now, is that because you're annoyed? You'll be very annoyed if they tromp their dirt, because you've got very white floor steps.
At first, I think when you invite someone over or you know someone's coming, you clean, don't you? And you try and make it as tidy as possible.
Sometimes.
Some people do anyway. And so when they come in, the last thing you want is, like, it to be dirty as soon as they walk in. But it's more than that for me. It's more of, I don't feel like people are happy in my house if they've still got their shoes on.
Because you want their feet up on the sofa snuggles
Yeah,
in.
I want them to, like, get on the couch and, yeah, put their feet up. You can't do that with shoes.
Kaye, I don't think you ever do you?
No, but I'm thinking, well, Stacey, what if I want to come to your house and say, Stacey, I want to keep my shoes on, that's what makes me happy?
I'd say I've got some shoes that are like indoor shoes for you.
So pretty soon we'd be into a fight situation, basically.
You think it's acceptable to wear your coat indoors, though, Kaye?
Stacey. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't you start. I don't see, why does this bother you?
Because I feel like you're about to leave. When you come round, if you've ever been to my house, I always feel like Kaye's not happy here. She wants to go home. She's got her coat on. She's going to leave.
I totally agree. It's so annoying. I mean, I love that we're similar, Kaye, in that we don't mind shoes, but the coat is a problem for me. Because
Brenda, help me out. Brenda, please help me out.
I'm with you.
Are you a shoe person?
I'm not fussed about a coat. I'm not fussed about shoes either. I've got a floor. It can get cleaned. It gets steamed. But I do have a, most of the people that come to my house, they always ask, "Would you like me to take my shoes off?" And I'm like, "I'm cool.
I'd be quite scared,
I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm fine." But I do have several mats.
Oh, so... right, totally cool and totally fine.
Totally cool.
Mat system.
Yeah, no, but OK, so let me just show you what's going on. So outside, there's a mat. There's a mat that says welcome. Yeah. So it says welcome. Just wipe your foot, give your little foot and thing. And then when you come inside, there's another mat saying wipe your feet.
Oh, so, God.
Hopefully everybody can read, wipe, wipe, wipe. And then there's a runner. Just give it that little shimmy.
But she's not fussed at all.
Oh, come in with your shoes on.
She's totally
That's because all the rugs take care of the
And then after the rug, there's a polishing machine where you shine your shoes.
And then we take you out into the garden to desanitise you.
It's not that deep, really, is it, Kaye?
Quite deep by the sounds of it.
Honestly, I'm really lost for words on this programme, but I am today. I mean, really, who cares? Do you remember going to those parties in the 80s when everyone had polished wood floors? I remember going, and some people would have a little note on the front door saying, please do not come in if you have got like a high heel or a Cuban heel or whatever, because you will dent our floors. And I just thought, well, this is going to be a rubbish party. I'm leaving.
Oh, actually,
seriously?
I do know what you mean. I had a cousin that did that. His parties were always great, and then he got these polished floors, and he had, like, things that you would put on your heels, or you had to take your heels off. And, if you're all dressed up and then you've got to slop around in some slippers...
Oh, but what if you worked really hard to get your nice new flooring in and everyone comes around and treads in it?
Don't get a floor.
Don't invite anyone round.
Right, OK, this is obviously going to get very, very difficult between us all. We weren't expecting that it was going to get this heated. So I think we'll move on. Yeah?
No, I'm not. Get your coat off, Kaye.